and I am your chemistry teacher. And this is your book of chemistry for class 9. And we are going to start with chapter number 1 of your book. And this chapter is about fundamentals of chemistry. Now, what is chemistry? Chemistry is the branch of science that deals with the study of materials and changes in them. Now, these material can be any material of the universe. This material which we are going to study, it can be any material of universe. And we will also study that how changes they come in these materials. Now, as chemistry is a very detailed and advanced branch of science, so it is further divided into different branches. Different 8 main branches. First one is the physical chemistry, which deals with the laws and the theories, according to which we study the material and changes in the material. Those laws and theories, they are studied in physical chemistry. For example, you must have heard about Boyle's law, about Charles' law, law of mass action, etc. Second branch of chemistry is known as organic chemistry. It is mainly the study of compounds of carbon and hydrogen. Basically, the main component of these compounds is carbon. Carbon has an ability to form millions and billions of compounds, so a separate branch is allocated for the study of compounds of carbon. Third main branch is inorganic chemistry, which deals with the study of compounds of all remaining elements like compounds of sulfur, phosphorus, oxygen, aluminium, etc. Fourth branch is biochemistry. Biochemistry, as the word bio indicates, life. So it deals with the chemical reactions, chemical changes which are occurring in living organisms, whether they are plants or they are animals or they are human beings. Fifth branch is the industrial chemistry, which deals with the large scale production of useful substances. For example, cement industry, paper industry, sugar industry, etc. So how at large scale these substances can be prepared by the use of different chemicals, different methods and different techniques. All this study comes under the heading of industrial chemistry. Sixth branch is the nuclear chemistry. As the name indicates, it is related to the nucleus. Now, some of the elements, they naturally emit rays. Some rays are emitted from their nucleus. Such elements are known as radioactive elements, and their study comes under nuclear chemistry. Nuclear chemistry is also a very advanced branch of chemistry, because this nuclear energy can be used for different purposes. So this study comes under the nuclear chemistry. Then is the environmental chemistry, and related to environment, different chemicals, different toxic substances like pesticide, insecticides and CFCs, they cause pollution and different effects on the environment. So this study is known as environmental chemistry. And the last and the most important branch of chemistry is the analytical chemistry, which deals with the study of methods, instruments which are used to study the composition of different materials. So beta, all these are the main important branches of chemistry, and you can study them in detail from your book. Examples are given to you. You have to memorize their definitions, and then you should be able to differentiate between different branches of chemistry. If an example, if a statement is given to you, then you should be able to differentiate that whether this statement belongs to organic chemistry or it belongs to environmental chemistry, etc. So you will read out this example in which vinegar is taken as the main substance. Then after that you are given the example 1.1. Identify examples of different branches of chemistry. Statements are given to you, and this is a solved example which will help you to understand the concept further. After going through to this example, then you will come to the self-assessment exercise 1.1. Here again the statements they are given to you, and you will study the statement, and you will then identify that to which branch of chemistry these statements belong. This self-assessment exercise beta you have to do on your notebooks or assignment sheets. It is better that you will maintain a notebook and you will do the self-assessment exercise on that, and then you will share the image with me and I will check it out. And this will be the pattern of our work, that first of all you will study the topic. After studying the topic, we will come to the solved example. Then after solved example, we will come to the self-assessment exercise. And then we will do related question from the exercise. Review exercise, which is given at the end of each chapter. Now, as I told you, you will do this self-assessment exercise 1.1, and after that you will come to the exercise page number 29. And here question number 16 is also related to the same topic. Identify the branch of chemistry that deals with the following examples. Okay? This you are supposed to do this as well as on your notebooks. इसके अलावा बेटा हम इसी तरह से डेली डिफरेंट टॉपिक्स का लेक्चर करेंगे, हम अपलोड करते जाएंगे. आप उस लेक्चर को सुनोगी, उसके मुताबिक उसकी सेल्फ असेसमेंट एक्सरसाइज करोगी, related question karogi from the exercise. Even a small piece of iron will show the characteristic of iron. So it cannot be further simplified. Second property of element, their molecules are made up of similar atoms. Their molecules will be made up of similar type of atom. If we have oxygen, then all atoms will be of oxygen. If we have hydrogen, then all atoms will be of hydrogen. Number 3, their all atoms have same atomic number. Atoms are similar in which sense? That is, their atomic numbers are same. For example, atoms of oxygen, they combine to form oxygen element. Atoms of nitrogen, they combine together to form nitrogen element. Second category is compounds. Compound is a pure substance, and it is formed by when elements and elements they combine, then they result in the formation of compounds. And these elements they bind by chemical forces of attraction, which are known as chemical bonds. So these are pure substances. Second property, their properties differ from their component elements. वो elements जिनके मिलने से ये compound बनता है, उससे इसकी property different हो जाती है. That is, they lose their identity. When they convert into a compound, then they lose their identity. Number 3, their molecules are made up of atoms of different elements. For example, if we have water, then molecule of water is made up of atoms of hydrogen and atoms of oxygen. And as far as when we talk about the properties, they are lost. Identity, it is lost in case of compound. Then we can see that hydrogen is a gas, oxygen is a gas, whereas they result in the formation of water, which is liquid. So when we say their properties are different from the component elements, so we can show it with the help of this example. So these are compounds. Water is H2O, so it contains hydrogen as an element and oxygen as an element. Then glucose, C6H12O6, carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, different elements they are combining to form these compounds.